All right, so good morning, everyone. Happy Mother's Day for any moms or mom figures out there. It's great to have everyone today. I'd like to start out either flat on your back today or maybe in constructive rest. If you're like, what the heck is that? You just come to your back. Bring your knees up towards the ceiling. Walk your feet out wide and then allow your knees to fall in towards one another. That just helps out your low back. It can be a little uncomfortable for some to lay flat, so that might help you out. You could have a blanket underneath you, over top of you, under your head. But get comfy cozy. Take a moment to just notice the points of contact between your body and your mat, the earth, your shoulder blades, your glutes, your feet or heels, the back of your head. Consciously ask your body, your muscles to get heavy. They don't have to do anything just yet. You know, this day can be a little bit of a challenge for some. So if you'd like to think about something else, go right ahead. But I invite you to take a moment to picture someone that is a mother or a father figure for you. It could be your biological mother, of course, or maybe it's an aunt, a grandma, a mother-in-law, a sister even. Can you picture their face? Maybe a specific memory that you have with that person? And take a moment to just send all kinds of gratitude and love and positivity their way. Allow that to kind of melt away. Come back to the space. Notice your breath and the way that it comes in and out, the temperature. And then from here, start to bring your hands to your belly, just below your rib cage. And we'll work in a few rounds of belly breathing or diaphragmatic breath. So on your next inhale, think of filling up your belly, allowing your hands to rise. And then with your exhale, pierce or purse your lips and blow out through a straw. Exactly. Breathing in, your lips are closed, your belly fills. Breathing out, push all of the air out through puckered lips. Allow your hands to sink in or lower in towards your spine. Breathing in, fill up, your belly expands like a balloon. Breathing out, release the air, let it all go. Breathe in, fill up, belly expand, your hands rise. Breathe out, push all of the air out, let it all go. Take 2 or 3 more rounds of breath here, your pace, your rhythm. Let that go. Come back to your natural rhythm. If you have ujjayi in your practice, perhaps you welcome that in. That's breathing in and out of your nose, sealing your lips and creating a soft constriction in the back of your throat. Consider the yogic breath, the thing that you'll carry through the rest of your practice. Remembering if your mind starts to wander at any point in time, just draw it back in using the breath. That one thing that's always present for you. On your next inhale, sweep your arms overhead, lengthen your legs out long. Take a good morning cat stretch. But as long as you can, feeling your spine lengthen, your ribs separate. Exhale your hands to your heart. Start to interlace your fingers and then press your palms straight up towards the ceiling. Feel your shoulder blades separate. Press a little higher. And then exhale your arms overhead, continuing to keep that interlace of the fingers. Again, lengthening from your palm down through your toes. Maybe you shift your shoulders side to side. Inhale here. And then exhale as you walk your arms over to the top right corner of your mat. Feel some length through the whole left side of your body. You got it. Inhale through center. Exhale the arms over to the top left corner of the mat. Keeping the fingers interlaced if it's comfortable. Send your breath through the whole right side of your body. Inhale through center. Exhale as you draw your knees up and in and wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a great big squeeze, a self-hug, a sign of gratitude. Stay here or start to open up the knees and take a hold of your feet for happy baby. If you're in happy baby, maybe you extend one leg and then the other or both, getting extra stretchy. One more inhale. And then exhale your knees back up and in. Rock side to side, forward and back. Eventually gaining some momentum and bring yourself all the way up to a seat. Once you get there, you could sit on a block or a bolster, a blanket. But lengthen the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Allow your shoulders to melt down and away from your ears. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale your hands to your heart. Inhale the arms out to T. Exhale to cross right elbow on top of left. Maybe you wrap your hands around your shoulders, or if you have eagle arms, maybe you wrap your forearms. But notice the space between your shoulders. Bring your shoulders down, but your elbows up. With your next exhale, start to round forward, drawing your chin towards your chest, elbows towards your belly. Breathe in as you rise, release the arms to T. Breathe out as you cross the left elbow on top, either taking opposite shoulders or wrapping forearms. Again, noticing that space. Big breath in. Exhale to round forward, chin to chest. Inhale as you lift. Exhale to release your hands. Bring the right hand down as you side bend over to the left. Get really heavy through that left hip. Inhale as you rise. Exhale your left hand down, side bend opposite side. Bend your heart towards the sky. Maybe you gaze past that top elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale your hands down as you roll over your shins, coming to tabletop or all fours. You could have a blanket underneath the knees if they're a little sensitive. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Crown of the head is forward. Inhale as you drop your belly, lift your heart, your gaze. Exhale to round in, chin to chest. Inhale, drop your belly, let your heart shine forward. Exhale, spine to sky. Take a few more rounds here of cat-cow, adding in anything else that feels delightful. Always remembering this is your body, your practice. Take what you need and leave the other stuff behind today. Returning to neutral, start to take your knees wide, bring your big toes together and sink your hips towards your heels for child's pose. Connect your forehead to something. Maybe it's a block. You could stack your fists underneath. Maybe you turn your head side to side, massaging your forehead. Notice if you're clenching your jaw. Let it go. Allow it to relax. Release. Breathe in as you gaze up between your hands. Breathe out as you walk your hands off of the top left corner of the mat. Maybe your right hand stacks on top. Get really heavy through that right hip. Inhale as you walk your hands through center. Exhale off the opposite side of the mat. Maybe the left hand stacks on top. Inhale through center. Exhale as you tuck your toes and send your hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. Maybe you bend one knee and then the other, walking your dog. But continue to press the mat away through your fingers, your knuckle pads. Let your head hang heavy. One more full round of breath. Gaze up between your hands. Exhale as you walk to the top of the mat and fold in. Inhale to lengthen, half lift. Exhale, fold. You could take opposite elbows or wrap your arms around your legs. Any amount of bend that you need in your knees, especially here at the beginning. Release your arms and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head stacks last, a mountain pose. Face your palms forward, draw your kneecaps up towards your thigh. Really ground down through all four corners of your feet. Take a moment to notice that connection. Inhale the arms up and over. Exhale, forward fold. Lead with your heart. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, feel your feet rise up, reach up, high mountain. Exhale your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lengthen, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, feel your feet rise up, reach up, high mountain. Press your hips forward as you arch back slightly. Exhale to fold right back in. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank or tabletop. Squeeze your belly up and in, stay high on your toes. Shift your shoulders forward of your wrists. Exhale to lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale to peel head, neck, and shoulders. Cobra, press through the tops of the feet. Exhale, lower. We'll take two more. Inhale, peel up, engage those back muscles. Exhale, release. Squeeze your elbows in towards your side. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, lower. Press up through tabletop or plank and up and back to your downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Inhale to gaze up. Exhale to walk, step or hop to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, feel your feet rise up, reach up, high mountain. Exhale your hands to your heart. Reground, recenter. Inhale the arms overhead. Take or interlace your fingers, leaving your index fingers out. Exhale as you side bend over to the right. You got it. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend opposite side. Inhale through center. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step just your right foot back, lower the knee, untuck the toes, low lunge or Anjaneyasana. You could have a blanket under that back knee. Square the hips forward towards the top of the mat. Maybe you sink in just a little further, noticing that stretch through the front of your right hip. You got it. Big inhale. Exhale your right hand down as you twist open to your left. That bottom hand could be on a block here. Your shoulders are on your back. Your clavicles are smiling. Exhale your left hand down as you straighten through your front leg and draw your toes towards your nose for half split. Hands could be on blocks. Just brings the floor a little closer. Maybe you glide forward and back, bending and straightening that front knee. If your leg is straight, maybe you just turn your toes side to side, noticing the rotation in your hip. You got it. Inhale forward, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and press up into your standing split. You got it. Float that back leg. Maybe you just focus on lifting that back leg a little higher, or you could bring one or both hands to your standing leg. Exhale to step the foot down and fold in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, feel your feet rise up, reach up, high mountain. Exhale to fold right back in. Inhale, hands to shin. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your left foot back, lower the knee, untuck the toes, low lunge as you arrive. Square your hips forward, that front knee stacked over top of your ankle. You're pressing through the top of that back foot. You got it. Big inhale. Exhale the left hand down as you twist open to your right. Maybe you gaze towards the sky. Maybe you gaze straight forward. Exhale that right hand down as you straighten through your front leg. Draw your toes toward your nose for half split. Again, adding in, modifying however you need to here. Whatever feels good. Evening it out with the other side. Inhale forward, rebend that front knee. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and step off into your standing split. You got it. Hands could be on blocks. Those left toes are pointing down towards the mat. Exhale to step it down, fold in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, feel your feet rise up, reach up, high mountain. Exhale your hands to your heart. Reground. Find a drishti or a gazing point out in front of you, something that's not moving. Shift your weight into your left foot. Inhale your right knee up and in. And exhale to open it up, connecting it anywhere on your standing leg for tree pose. Toes could be on the mat for a kickstand. Maybe the arms start to grow overhead like the branches of a tree. Can you smile through your tree? If you fall out of it, come right back. Maybe you sway in the wind. Hands return to your heart. Inhale the knee forward. Exhale to take the foot down and back for warrior three. Crown of the head moves forward. You got it. Exhale as you step the foot to the back of the mat for high crescent lunge. Continuing to square the hips forward towards the top of the mat. Everybody in this room just nailed that. You guys go. That was awesome. Nobody fell. On your next exhale, open up warrior two. Dial the back foot down. Maybe you gaze over your front middle finger. Notice if you're hiking your shoulders and release them down and away from the ear. Start to straighten through that front knee. Reach forward, sending your hips back. Exhale to your triangle pose. That bottom hand could be on a block or your shin. It doesn't have to reach your floor or your big toe. Breathe in as you rise, rebend into that front knee, warrior two. Exhale as you windmill your hands down and flow through your vinyasa or nada. We meet in your down dog. You got it. Everyone's doing their own thing. I love it. Take a huge inhale, your biggest one yet. Fill up. Open mouth, exhale. Let something go. Breathe in, fill up. Let those lungs expand. Breathe out. Let it all go. Awesome. Inhale to gaze up, bend your knees. Exhale to walk, step, or hop to the top. Inhale, hands to shin. Exhale, fold. Inhale, feel your feet, high mountain. Exhale your hands to your heart. Reconnect to your mat, finding all four corners of your feet. Shifting your weight into the right foot. Inhale your left knee up and in. Exhale to open it up and connect it for your tree pose. Maybe you do something different with your arms on this side. They could interlace behind you, come out to bowl pose. Maybe you try to close your eyes. It's a little more difficult. Awesome. Hands return to your heart. Inhale that knee forward. Exhale to take it down and back. Warrior three. We're not here too long. Exhale to step that back foot to the back of the mat for high crescent lunge. We got there. Square the hips forward. You're high on your back toes. Big inhale. Exhale to open up, warrior two. Open the shoulders and hips to the long side of the mat. Press the mat away through the outer edge of that back foot. Start to straighten through your front knee. Inhale to reach forward, hips go back. Exhale into your triangle pose. The shoulders are on the back. The heart is open. Inhale, warrior two. Rebend that front knee. Exhale the hands down to frame your front knee. Step back to your plank pose. Lower all the way down to the mat. From here, bring your forearms out in front of you for Sphinx pose. So you're coming onto your elbows, you're opening up through your heart and pressing through the tops of your feet. If this hurts your low back at all, think about drawing your belly muscles in and up. Engage your core. If this feels good, stay here. Or maybe you walk your hands off of the top corners of the mat into your seal pose, straightening through your arms. Good. You can stay in Sphinx, that is a-okay. Just drawing the heart forward. Wherever you are, release down. Bring the arms alongside your body. Bend your knees and windshield wiper the legs side to side. Got it. Releasing the legs down. Start to interlace your hands behind you. Draw your fist away from your body, shoulders away from your ears. Inhale as you peel up. Maybe you're bringing the legs up as well. For your locust pose, engaging all of your back muscles. Exhale to release, let it go. You got it. Coming onto one cheek, just feeling the coolness of your mat. We'll take one more locust. Maybe this time you extend your arms straight out in front of you for Superman or Superwoman. That's what all of you are in this room. But on your next inhale, lift everything off of the mat. Arms, legs, chest, thighs. Exhale to release down. Come onto your opposite cheek. Bend those knees. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. Returning your hands underneath your shoulders. Press your hips up and back to your child's pose. Sink your hips towards your heels. You could bring your knees wide to get into your hips, or maybe you bring the knees a little closer together for your low back. Connecting your forehead with something. Awesome. So on your next inhale, gaze up between your hands, tense your fingers. Inhale your right arm out and overhead. Exhale to weave it underneath your body, coming onto the outside of the shoulder. Maybe you keep that left hand out in front of you or wrap it behind your low back. Whatever feels good here. Left hand returns out in front of you. Inhale that right arm overhead. Exhale to set it down. Inhale your left arm out and up. Exhale to weave it underneath you, coming to the outer edge of the shoulder. Maybe wrapping that right hand behind your low back. Spinning your heart open. Right hand returns overhead. Inhale that left arm out and up. Exhale to set it down. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. Start to tuck your toes and send your hips up and back for your downward facing dog. Got it. Inhale your right leg up and back, three-legged. Bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe you draw a few circles, roll your ankle. Just making some space. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale to step it forward to the outside of that right hand for lizard pose. You could stay here on your palms. This is enough. Or maybe you lower that back knee. You could bring your forearms down to blocks or a bolster. Noticing what you need here. Sending your breath to that outside of your hip, your glute, your low back. Got it. One more full round of breath. And then returning to your palm, Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and step that left foot forward to the outside of the left hand for squat pose. You could sit on a block here. Maybe you lift your hips and just come to your catcher's pose, bringing your forearms to your thighs. Take a moment to open up through your hips. Maybe you shift side to side. Just return to your breath. You could bring the backs of your triceps or your arms to the inside of the thighs for a little extra, only if that's comfortable. You got it, friend. Exhale your hands down to the mat as you straighten your legs and forward fold. Inhale to lengthen, halfway lift. Bring your peace sign fingers to your big toes. Exhale as you refold, taking your elbows open wide. Drawing your belly towards your thighs, thighs towards your belly. Turn your head side to side. Release your neck, your jaw. Release your toes and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Arrive in your mountain pose. Palms face forward. Bring your feet back to about hips width distance apart. Maybe you close your eyes for a moment and return to that picture or that visualization of that person in your life, that mother or father figure that has been there through the years for you, that made you the person you are today. And just send them all kinds of love and gratitude. Awesome. Allow the eyes to flutter open. Inhale your arms out and overhead. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands and step your feet back, coming to your plank pose. Exhale all the way down to your belly. Walk your hands off of the mat, tinting your fingers, taking your elbows up for spider cobra. Inhale to peel head, neck, and shoulder. Exhale to lower. We'll take two more. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, release. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, lower. Return your hands underneath your shoulders. Press up to your tabletop. Take a few rounds of cat-cow. We're really getting into that back today. Your shoulders. Adding in anything else that feels good. Returning to neutral. Tuck your toes and send your hips up and back to your downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged. Bend the knee, open the hip. Draw those circles or figure eights. Roll your ankle. Breathe in, three-legged. Breathe out to step the foot forward to the outside of that left hand for lizard pose. The side can look completely different from the other side, but do what feels good here. Maybe that left knee falls open towards the side of the room, coming to the pinky toe side of the foot. Hands or forearms could be on blocks. Let something go. Wherever you are, returning to your palm, tucking your back toes, lifting your back knee, and stepping that right foot forward to the outside of your right hand for squat pose. Again, you can come up into catcher's pose, or maybe you sit on a block or two. Connecting your hands in front of your heart, opening up through your chest. Exhale your hands down to the mat as you straighten through your legs. Bring your toes forward. Plant your right hand underneath your face, could be on a block. Exhale as you twist open to your left. Got it. Inhale through center, switch out your hand. Exhale, twist open opposite side. Inhale through center. Exhale to fold in. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Arrive in your mountain pose. Maybe you come through willow tree for a moment, turning side to side, allowing your arms to blow in the wind. Releasing your shoulders down and away from your ears. To add in a little sway of the hips. Let it go. Returning to neutral. Heel toe your feet all the way in so your big toes are touching. Inhale as you rock forward onto the balls of your feet. Extend your arms overhead. Exhale as you bend your knees and lower all the way down to your heels. Once you get there, release your hands down to the mat. Open the knees nice and wide and walk them forward to fold in. You could stay here. If you have crow pose in your practice and you'd like to play around, take a few breaths, do so. You got it. Wherever you are, we'll meet on your booty in a seat. Take your legs out to a wide V. Flex your toes towards your nose. Sit up nice and tall. You could be on a blanket. Take a nice, great inhale. Exhale as you walk your hands forward to fold any amount. You could bring your forehead to your bolster or your block. Inhale as you rise up. Exhale as you bend your left knee and bring the sole of the foot to the inside of that right thigh. You could bring your block to the inside of your right thigh. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale as you side bend over that right leg. The bottom arm could drop to your block or to the inside on the floor. Doesn't have to get there. The emphasis is on spinning your heart towards the sky, opening up through your side body. Spinning your breath there. Allowing your ribs to expand. Inhale as you rise. Exhale your hands down. Bend that right knee, bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly pose or Buddha Konasana. Maybe you flutter your knee wings for a moment. You can give your feet a little bit of a massage. And then when that feels good, exhale to fold any amount. Again, the backs of your arms could press into your thighs if you need a little extra. Exhale as you roll up. Beautiful. Extend that left leg long. Bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of that left thigh. Again, you could bring a block here. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale as you side bend over that left leg, dropping the bottom arm to the block or the inside of the thigh. Spinning your heart towards the sky. Remembering to breathe. Inhale, lift up. Maybe the gaze lifts. Exhale your hands down. Extend the legs straight out in front of you. Present your arms out in front of you and roll down one vertebrae at a time, coming onto your back. Got it. Engaging that core a little more. Bend your knees up towards the ceiling. Walk the feet in towards your glutes. We'll take a few rounds of bridge pose. So if you like a supportive bridge, maybe you have a block nearby. But on your next inhale, start to press through your feet and peel your hips up towards the ceiling. You could insert that block under the sacrum, or maybe you interlace your hands underneath your low back. Continuing to squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. If you're on your block, you could stay here. Otherwise, exhale to lower the hips. Maybe you windshield wiper the knees side to side for a moment. Returning to neutral. Inhale as you press through your feet, peel your hips towards the sky. Maybe you just press through your arms. You could interlace them underneath you. Again, if you're on a block, you can stay here. Otherwise, exhale to lower. If you have a full wheel in your practice and you'd like to head there, bring your hands alongside your ears, fingers pointing in towards your shoulder. Last one. Inhale to press through your feet, lift your hips, taking this to your degree. Coming onto your shoulders, walking them underneath your back. Exhale, let it go. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a great big squeeze. Rock side to side. Maybe taking your knees in circles. Release your left foot down to the mat. Extend your right leg overhead. Point and flex your toes, roll your ankle. You could draw the leg towards your leg, towards your body, getting into your hamstring. When you're ready, cross it over for figure 4. Simply draw that right knee forward away from you, or maybe you interlace your hands behind your left leg and draw your knees in towards your chest. Release your left foot down if it's floating. Bring your arms out to T or goal pose. Exhale that right foot over to the left side for a twist. Maybe you gaze over your right shoulder. You've got it. There's no right or wrong. Inhale through center. Exhale to step that right foot down. Extend your left leg overhead. Point and flex your toes, roll your ankle to draw the leg in towards your body. When you feel even, go ahead and cross it over, figure 4. And then taking this where it feels good. This side doesn't have to look like the other side. Releasing the right foot if it's floating, bringing the arms out to T or cactus. And with your exhale, allow that left foot to fall over to the right side for a twist. Again, you could gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale your knees through center. This time, exhale as you extend both legs straight up towards the ceiling for a waterfall. You could stay here, or maybe you lift your hips and bring a block underneath your sacrum for a supported shoulder stand. If you have shoulder stand in your practice, you could lift your hips and bring your hands underneath your low back, pressing through your triceps. But take 5 or 6 breaths here to reset your nervous system. Take any excess fluids out of the legs, especially if you do a lot of sitting or driving. This is a great pose to do if you have insomnia. If you're in shoulder stand, you could release your legs back behind you for plow pose, maybe bending the knees, little counter action. Wherever you are, start to release your hips down to the mat, the soles of your feet. You could end your practice in your traditional corpse pose, extending your legs out in front of you, arms alongside your body. Or if you'd like to be in a supported fish pose to end our practice today, you could grab your blocks. You're going to bring one maybe to the medium height if that feels comfortable for you. You can always bring it down to the lowest height or bring it up even higher if you like it like that. I do not. I recommend the medium height just underneath your shoulder blades, draping yourself over top, and then you bring your second block underneath your head for a little pillow. Just a heart opener to end your practice if this is comfortable. You could also do this with your bolster, but take a few minutes to get comfy cozy. I do have an essential oil to offer, so I'll be around with that. It's Anchor by doTERRA. It's got frankincense, cinnamon, lots of grounding things in it. So if you'd like some, bring your right hand out to the side, palm up. Once you get some, bring your hands together, give them a good rub. Bring them in towards your face. Deep breath. Mhm. Consciously tell your muscles they've done the work. Now it's time to release. Get heavy. We'll take one last community breath together. So take a nice full inhale, fill up, open mouth, exhale. Shavasana. We'll bring you out of it shortly. Your awareness back to our space, your attention. Noticing all points of contact between your body, your mat. Reawakening the breath. Taking a nice full inhale. An open mouth exhale. Allowing some small, gentle movements back in. A wiggle of fingers, toes. Just gradually making your movements a little bigger. Whether you're a human parent or a pet parent, a step parent, I just commend you for taking this time for yourselves today. You're worthy of it. You deserve it. Maybe you don't have any actual children or pet children, but you've got other kiddos in your life, or maybe you're even caregiving for a parent. You've got to take the time for yourselves in order to take care of others. So remembering to take a few minutes here or there, just for you, to enjoy that cup of coffee, to read a good book. You need to do this. I know it's easier said than done. Eventually come onto your favorite side and bring yourself up to a seat. Maybe you sit on your block or a blanket. Release your shoulders down and away from your ears. Inhale the arms overhead, scooping up all of the good energy you created. And exhaling it into your heart space. The light in me loves, honors, and respects the light in each one of you. Namaste. Thank you all. Of course, no problem. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, Chris. That just scared the crap out of me. I forgot
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you so much. You too. I do have a sun salutation workshop coming up next Sunday on the 21st, guys. It's 1:30 to 3. So if you've ever been in a class and they say, you know, take your vinyasa or take your flow, and you're just like, I don't know what that means. Can you break it down for me? That's what we'll do in that workshop. Pretty excited about it. Low plank is one that it really drives me crazy because a ton of people get hurt in that pose. So we'll break that pose down specifically and how to protect your shoulders and things in it. So if you'd like to come hang out with me, that'd be great.